Good.
Yep. All right. No Fly Zone wins the coin toss, and they defer to the second half, which means practice squad will start on the south side here towards the trees.
Can you put that in brain rot terms, please?
Pink 1. Practice squad over there. I'm pointing.
I'd say skibbity toilet.
Damn. You have a gift. You have the gift of tongues, good sir. But
You know,
you
my
don't
father
have
would
you don't
pull
have a
on my
Dr.
tongue
Pepper
as a
prepared.
child.
We're 2 for 3 over here on that front. Ain't you guys the no-fly zone? What are they doing here?
And that joke was highly underappreciated. By number 2, Fowler.
This joke brought to you by dads everywhere.
Don't know mine. Do you know yours?
I would say no, but I couldn't even get away with that since he's out here most days.
Put that man at QB.
No, don't please. I don't want to fuck up. What is that dude's name? He just passed. I'm better at receiver than corner. I don't think he's on there.
Fowler? Oh,
No, this dude across doesn't have a jersey.
wow. You need a pen. Oh, you have a pen.
He didn't put it on your list. Did he?
All right, let's get going. Down here.
Practice squad. I think this one's a smaller one as well.
We
Jeff
got
Williams,
practice squad on
Rachel,
offense down
Jesse
here.
Gonzer. It might be Jesse.
Practice squad
No, it's
starring to
Jesse. I
drive
don't think Jesse is.
in red.
I don't remember his name.
Hey, you!
Nope.
What's
Yeah.
your
He
name?
probably just asked him.
No fly zone
Okay.
in pink and black.
I'll go ask.
I mean,
The
No, I
game
shall,
is
because we need to
beginning.
we need to know this. We need to know this. Excuse me. What's your name?
Call him Reggie.
Caleb. Nice to meet
Call
you.
it
I just need to know so we can call it out on the mics whenever you do something cool. What's your last name? Layton. Okay. Caleb Layton. All right. Thanks.
Cunt.
Caleb Layton.
every other C name, not Caleb.
Can I get that, or can I get you to write that one down in this blank space?
Lots of flies.
What was his last name? Late?
Layton. Latten.
Wait.
Yeah. A-N. Yeah. I'll know how to pronounce it one way or the other.
You'll be
Let's hope for a clean game.
Referees
today.
are all in place.
Drew, what do you think about today's matchup?
Well, I'll tell you, Bobby. Practice squad have a lot to prove out here. They came in a little bit slow in this season. Oh
Going
my
deep,
goodness!
though.
But here in the playoffs, they have
Hail
gone
Mary
absolutely
first touchdown.
crazy. No fly zone taken off guard there. The deep pass.
One
Did
would
not
say
see that one coming.
That was a jet flying through their zone.
There was a fly in their zone.
There's a lot of flies out here tonight. Ricky.
hard. It friggin' sucks. Only one.
Offense going for 2 here. Looking gone.
All right.
Had a defensive extra point interception by David Dyer. Kind of a dire situation if you're no fly zone right now.
Slapping my knees. Previous touchdown was caught by Colin Hilpert, number 8 on practice squad.
When is the
Snap by
one?
Isaiah.
When will
Pass,
these lights
ooh.
come on?
Knocked down by number 4, Jeff DeYoung,
Paul DeYoung's little cousin,
perhaps.
just retired.
Maybe his big cousin.
Great player. Great player.
Zoom in on you, they can look at the trophy.
Nice. Snap from Isaiah. Let's see where he's going.
He ain't looking deep.
Got
He's
the read
looking
across the
short.
middle. Jesse Gonzer flagpole at about a 9-yard gain on that one.
Third down.
Still about 21 to go until the 21. What is this? No, about 16. 16 to go for the first.
Timmy turning gets
Coming
the
out
catch.
to Timmy.
Kind
here
of
on
a
the
little
side.
physical.
Flag miss.
Gets
out.
in. Gets in for the first. That's
Tippy
why
toes.
I want the table right here, Phil.
So they could run into us.
Exactly. Little banter going on between the two teams right now.
We have a players association. Oh, pass intended for Rachel Campbell.
Usually
Incomplete.
very reliable as well.
Indeed.
Surprising. That's a rare drop for her.
Mm.
Not a rare drop for my parents, you know what I mean? Drop me all the time on the head.
Ah, yes. About a 10-yard run by Jesse Gonzalez on that one. Bring up third down. On the practice squads, what is that? Probably 18? 10, 15, yeah, about 18.
He was running as fast as my dad from the child payments.
Rachel Campbell fixing her flags. They are fixed. Big handoff to Jesse. Oh my goodness!
2 drops.
From Rachel, that
Championship
is
jitters.
indeed. It must be.
Very sad to see from such a consistent player.
Coming in here, I think fifth or sixth overall in the league as far as completion percentages, targets for catches. Doing very well overall.
Hope to see more of the clutch gene kick back in.
Oh my
And
goodness!
Could have been an interception.
Intended for Timmy Muxo. Incomplete. That'll be a turnover from no fly zone.
Smart not to pick up the interception. You know,
Indeed,
it's an
yeah.
unselfish play right there.
It's not frequently you see the defensive backs actually intentionally smack it down.
He could have
for
went for
the
the pick
turnover.
6 like a real man, but he decided not to be a real boy today.
I don't think he was about to run out at the 1 or 2 yard line there. I'm not sure he could have turned it up.
I think he's just playing it safe because he wants to come home to his kids tonight.
He's out here for playing for the team, not himself. You know what I mean? Coming across the middle.
Big deep pass. Good catch
Back
by
to number 8.
Still going.
Yep, hand hanging. Yep, that's a flag. That's gonna be a flag guard
flag
there.
on the play. Drink in the referee's hand.
Even with that, Timmy Muxo picks up the flagpole at about the 5.
hope
So
it's
that'll
water.
put him first down and goal. Practice squad at the 10. Pass to number
catch.
4, Jeff DeYoung. Complete for about 4 yards there.
I just
Yeah.
want to highlight
about-
Jeff's mustache. That is a good-looking mustache, folks.
We do say that each game we're commentating out here because it's just
That
it's
is a
true
solid
consistently.
mustache.
It's true consistently. It's a consistent mustache. Good on him. A mustachioed man of mystery.
Timmy Muxo with the pole there.
Indeed, they're inside the 5, no handoff runs, but it looks like they're sitting right on the 1 yard line. Who caught that? Laker. Okay, that's what I thought. Yeah, number 11. Catch by number 11, Jacob Laker. Snap. They're trying to find. Ooh.
Fourth down, big stop here.
Quarterback a little bit messed up by the 2-second rush from Isaiah Kenny there. Lobs it over the top, incomplete. Peter Baker, pretty solid quarterback over these last couple of drives here. Ooh, the fast
Little
throw.
contact there. No PI on the play.
No PI on that one. It looks like any contact was the defense's hand against the offensive receiver's flag. And the defense fell over. But so a little bit of contact there, not quite enough to pull a call.
You know, I'd like to see more contact in this league.
Me and the legal personnel would not. Coming to Timmy.
looking.
Oh my goodness! I think
He caught it. He
I think
caught that.
hangs on to it.
Almost
crazy.
bobbled off the ground there from our angle, but he
bullet right into the
just
middle.
kept his hand under it. See, that's true awareness right there.
Picked a good spot and a good time on that one too. 'Cause
Ref
there was
made good call about calling that catch.
defense on the far side had to stop from pursuing the other receiver.
Looking,
Running
waiting.
into each other a little bit in
Going.
the middle, throwing it.
Too far. Or not fast enough.
Had to get rid of
Depending
it
on how
there.
you
It was
look
just
at
about to hit that 6-second play clock. I gotta say, sitting here is a lot easier. Third down, no
Going
fly
far.
zone.
Goes short. She's still going.
Caught by
Rachel
Rachel
going.
Campbell. Manages
that's-
to stay inside.
That's the consistency we
That's-
are used to seeing from
That's
her.
what we expect from Rachel.
Big
right?
yards. Short passes, big yards.
Indeed. She turns those small passes into big plays. See, that was, what was that? I want to say probably about a 20-yard gain there. First down for no fly zone. Pass to Timmy
Timmy.
Muxo. Oh my
Oh.
goodness.
Flag on the play, question mark.
Yeah, that's definitely a flag on the play. Defense,
Unnecessary roughness, in my opinion, there.
Yeah, that's
I'd be
It
asking
covers-
for
covers a lot of
dinner
stuff in
first
this.
if someone came up me behind like that.
lovingly grabbed you around the waist.
It felt like invasion of privacy.
Fortunately for us, Timmy is a very public man.
Same here, Phil. Same here.
Good. Oh
And
no!
it's a pick in the end zone.
Off
Pick
of the
in the
chest
end
of
zone.
Jesse into the hands of Luke Streeter, number 18 on the practice squad.
Big fan of Street Fighter, Luke Streeter.
That'll leave practice squad holding on to the lead 6-0 quarter way through this football game. 10 minutes left in the first half.
You hate to see an end zone interception like that, Judd.
No, I mean, unless you're on the defense there, in which case you'd love to see it.
Seattle Seahawks did not love to see it, Phil.
Let's see if there's any flies in this zone this time. Just a short fly. He's still going.
Pulled him by the underwear. He is not down, folks.
Timmy grabs the flag about 2 yards shy of the first down.
It's flag football, not short football. David Dyer lining up beside us.
Glorious Beard on full display. Letting his man number
Let
11
his
go down
man.
on the sideline. Ooh. It's okay. They just needed the short pass to Luke Streeter there. Complete for about 6 yards. 6 to 7 yards. On the, let's bring it. Yeah, Zach's in the wrong spot. Well, okay, we'll go with it. Got enough
Short
time to
pass.
make his college degree. Oh yeah, 100%. Catch by number 8, Colin Hilpert. Playing big tonight. That's his, what, probably 4th or 5th reception? Damn. 3rd grab, 4th target, and one of those was a touchdown. Snap to Baker. Baker surveying. Little tippy taps. Oh my goodness, that's a
Oh.
flag.
Flag on the
Yeah,
play.
coming over the top of the shoulder in. Yep. 5-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. Oh, pass a little behind. 18 Luke Streeter had a pretty good attempt at it. Could not quite bring it in.
I would just call that Butterfingers. Joe.
Yeah, he had to. You gotta remember that when you're running in one direction and the ball comes a bit behind you, you have to change your entire momentum. And I'd say he did about as well as he could have done in that
See, in the
situation.
oil industry, that's what we call life or death.
Unfortunately, we are in the flag football. Hesitant to call it an industry, but industry. We take hopes and dreams here and we turn them into a pretty good time.
Some would say a flying time.
Not this team, though.
No flying for the zones.
Practice squad's out here trying to fly in their zone.
I'd say they've been practicing.
Oh, my goodness. Tipped. Bobbled quite a few times. Not picked up. Is that a turnover? It seems so. Is that a turnover? That was. Oh, that makes sense. That makes sense. So they were down there for a minute.
To everyone
Yeah, fair enough.
watching at home, I apologize for my co-host not knowing the 2-point conversion to.
Don't
the
apologize
touchdown.
to me. Don't apologize for anything. I will be out here dumb and proud. Pitch to Timmy
Good
Mutzel.
run by Timmy. Gets a man to collide with another man.
Flag pulled at their 20. 10 yards from the first down here. Bring up second down.
Kenny looking.
A lot of crosses. Over here to Rachel.
Campbell
Pulled
with
in.
the catch.
Manages to stay in
And a spin
bounds.
move.
Pulled just shy of the practice squad 20.
She's gotten
So-
those early game jitters out of her.
She
Which
has
is
indeed.
good
I
to
think
see.
that's safe to
Good
say.
to see.
It's the second catch I've seen in the last couple of drives here that are more than 10 yards.
Kenny looking deep,
Oh my goodness.
wide open for the
Pulled
first
in.
touchdown of no fly zone.
Catch
They
by number
finally-
2, Chris Fowler.
Gotten off the ground into their zone.
Chris Fowler, a self-proclaimed silly boy. They're chattering like a couple of silly boys. Couple of arms coming out. Oh my goodness! I'd say that's
No
that's
flag
clear.
on the
I'd say
play.
that's clear. The
Little bit
defense came in pretty hot there, but both of their hands were up and touched the ball. So that's a clear play.
You heard it here first. Man in red penny has a name on Google.
Lonte? Okay.
There are a lot of Vontaes on
His name
Google.
may be on Google, but it's not on our roster sheets. The catch, yeah, that's a flag guard. That's a had. That was a hard flag guard back there. I don't know. That was a Yeah, the flag guard will take precedent because the play should have stopped there. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, the play is dead at the flag guard, so anything after that doesn't happen. So all right, ball dead at the spot. All right, bring up a second down on the tall cone.
Controversial call.
No, I don't think it was. There was just a couple of different things going on. They had
The
to
boys
get
back.
to which one was.
The folks back home would disagree.
We are the folks back home. I'm the folks back home. Ooh,
Good clean
free
catch.
and clear.
Gets the room.
No fly
Still
zone.
going.
Losing their no-fly
And for
status.
Just before the line, gets him down.
Call this place an airport because they are flying all over it.
Some would say New York City.
Well, LaGuardia.
Never forget.
New York City? The Alamo?
No, Twin Towers.
You forgot the Alamo, didn't you?
David Crockett? Who do you think I am?
There's a very short list of things you're never supposed to forget. There's a run. Yeah, no runs. No runs within 5. He's standing at the wrong spot. Zach keeps giving him a couple extra yards there on the far side, or the close side, depending on if you're listening to this. Referees, for the first time over the course of a, 12 to 15 game season, have to call no run within 5. Back to the corner and not quite able to bring it in.
I just wonder what goes through these players' mind.
Probably old cereal jingles from when they were children, from the 90s, 2000s.
You know, the Applejack.
Oh my goodness. Cinnamon is the Winamon.
Amazing, amazing duo. You had the apple and the cinnamon stick.
Probably J.G. Wentworth, Cash Now opera song. That's in mind all the time.
Never forget
Sometime
Harvey Epstein.
For the Roman Empire. Thrown at the last minute, a little bit over the top, incomplete.
Goes wide of the soccer net. Not a good sport to be trying to hit the net in right now.
Indeed.
It's more of a flat goal.
18-6. Wait, no, that was not a touchdown. Yeah, okay, yeah. So they missed the extra point. Make it 18 practice squad, 6 no-fly zone.
Kenny looking deep.
Ooh, rough on that one. Jesse Gonzer picking up about 15 yards on that one. Pretty good. Clock's running. Less than a minute left in this half.
Player with no.
You know, one time. Clock's running.
Some choice words. by
Practice squad keeping
quarterback.
them inside on that one, pulling the flags, making the clock run, forcing a timeout. True. Bugs out here on the third party.
Bugs are not nice.
Oh, rough on that one. I unfortunately did not get the flag
Looking for a last second. Get out, David Geiler. He goes in. He goes in. Makes a
Bring up a
bad
first-
turn there.
First down. Last snap, hurry up offense. Out.
Timmy Muxo gets out of bounds.
Quick shot to the sideline there. Manages to get out. Stops the clock at 25 seconds.
Third down here. Will they burn a little bit of time, or are they going to go for it?
I would go.
I'd say go for it.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Off to the side.
Brings
He
it
gets in. He gets in. His foot, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's in. Yeah. Definitely got his left foot, his outside foot landed inside.
Hidden emotions here tonight.
Indeed. That's what you get for a championship game. Make it 12-18, going for 2. A lot of stuff
Flag
going
on the play. Not sure what.
I think we have some unnecessary roughness there. We had a receiver knocked over. It'll stop the clock as well. Wait, no, that was a touchdown.
They didn't catch it.
They already proved it. No, they
Oh, yeah, that was the extra
when Fowler got it in the
yeah,
in the end zone. Yeah,
sorry.
this is extra point.
Extra point.
Yeah. Okay.
What?
Still for 2 from the 5. Caught by Timmy Muxo for 2. Make it 14-18. About 20 seconds left. 16 seconds left. Confirmation from the sidelines.
Call it. I think I strike you and I want to do it again. That's the stupidest reason. Watch out!
Big bomb to the middle. Oh, does not get it. Does not quite get it.
Close.
It was pretty low.
Oh yeah, it was.
I mean, it's no secret. I mean, it's a factual thing.
Oh yeah.
I say nothing ever did. Other than Bert should have been fired for his Saturday faux pas.
What did you do on Saturday?
I ran an overtime game when we weren't supposed to be doing overtime till the championship.
People have been fired for that.
I highly disagree.
Timeout. We have 1 second remaining. They call it with barely any time. They're going to have 1 attempt here. See, this is a big question now. See, for no fly zone, do you just put everybody down deep and guard for a whole 6 seconds? You blitz 1. That's what I'm thinking. You blitz 1. You don't give them the whole 6 seconds to find a spot downfield. You make
1 second's a lot to happen. As a man who only needs 1 second, I know
That's a
what can
generous
happen.
estimate. And they're rushing.
Big
Coming
whip,
up.
big whip.
Smack.
It's caught. Touchdown.
My goodness, that's a lot of bobbles. We got a
Flag
flag.
on the play.
A little bit late, but you gotta expect those flags on those big Hail Mary bombs. Since we are not contact league, you get a lot of guys who are running
Looks
in.
like it was a flag on the defense there.
Penalties declined.
No, penalty was accepted. It was on the defense.
Oh yeah, they're going for 2 from the 5.
Pay attention here, Fred. Score is 24 to 14. 26 to 14.
Practice squad coming out of nowhere on this playoffs here. I ain't interviewing nobody. Talking to nobody out here.
In that play, someone's gonna get hit. It's not a penalty.
Yeah. Oh, when you go for the
Everyone's going
big Hail
up.
Marys.
Yeah, exactly.
Do that all the time in practice.
Mm.
For the most part, they're playing really clean.
Yeah.
Mm.
They're not like these calls. Yeah, I mean, bro, I've roughed them a lot. They always
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
every
Yeah. That's just one thing as a ref you gotta get used to is that they're just gonna complain.
That was a good call on that to address the situation because now it's like he actually has to watch it or
What they call the penalty on
so
the?
that's unsportsmanlike conduct. He
On which
slapped
side?
the ball out of his hands.
Oh yeah.
Mm.
It like excessively.
Yeah.
Than just the
They're
so-
both going back and forth. Though. Like,
Oh, yeah,
that
they're
would
getting a
be-
bit-
That's his quote unquote first towards disqualification slight thing. So I'm gonna go let him know.
I would say the dude on. I would just tell both people because
Yeah.
even the red penny and the other team
I'm
is
gonna go with
definitely.
Yeah.
both of
We
them.
got-
Yeah.
They both are on the same footing.
Yeah, Montana and Fowler are definitely clashing heads in this game. They're both very athletic and they're both very competitive. You can tell that. But it's boiling a little too much over. I'm gonna need to keep that under wraps to keep the flags from flying.
Can't wait for tomorrow,
Yeah.
guys.
It's Prime
Marvel's
and
Prime.
Marvel and Prime. That's gonna be
So
a
the-
really good one. Except Marvel likes arguing calls.
Oh, I know they do.
A whole
Prime,
lot.
Prime does, but Prime's not terrible about it. They'll
Yeah.
argue for a minute and then they're like, okay, we're not going to get it, and then they move on. I generally have respected Prime's arguments in that
Mhm.
I always like in my
They're
personal
pretty
life.
chill.
In my personal life, when someone says no, I always try to overcome one objection. And
Yeah.
then if that one objection fails, then it's like, okay, we're not changing the call. Fair enough.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what Prime does. They will argue with me for like a second. When they realize that the argument's not getting anywhere, then they disperse.
There was the time in the tournament we had a receiver go to catch a ball in the end zone. I think it was even like an interception or something like that. And I had a good perception on it, and the ball bounced to the ground up into his chest right as he went down on it, and he pops up saying, "That was a catch! That was a catch!" I'm sitting there going, "No, it wasn't." He goes, "Oh, come on, you guys saw it, didn't you? It was a catch." And after a second or two of arguing, he goes, "Yeah, I know, I dropped it. I just had to try."
Yeah.
And that's why I don't argue with players because they have to try to overcome. Why not? Yeah. That's the thing. We need the part of the because we only have it for him.
Numbers.
Oh yes, I do. I appreciate it.
So Isaiah 22, 15 for 22.
Mhm.
And then Peter is 14 for 22. And then Jeff Healy is 1 for 1. Isaiah with 2 passing touchdowns.
Lily, they're waving at you. The girls are waving at
Shelby
you.
with 2 reception touchdowns.
Well, keep waving at them.
Colin Hilton with 3 receiving touchdowns.
Just do it. No,
And then
keep
Monty
waving.
with 1 receiving touchdown. He's probably not
Oh,
on the
yeah.
list using it.
And here we go, folks, ladies and gentlemen.
Appreciate
South City Classic Tuesday Night League second half finals. It's a championship here, folks.
Indeed, no fly zone will start us off this second half coming out. Isaiah Kenny, 15 for 22 in the first half with 2 passing touchdowns. down by just about 50%, 14 to 26 coming out.
Deep ball going.
A little too deep. Little
Not
too
fast enough. Talking trash, but not catching any trash in return.
deep. Indeed. That's where you lose, is usually in the mind before on the field. You can't let them get in your head. A lot of guys in the middle there. Jesse pops out. Flag pulled after about 10-yard gain. Bring up third down.
It's now or never for them.
Well, it's this whole half.
Got a whole
right?
18 minutes, really.
Oh, yeah. Isaiah taking his time over the middle. Timmy.
Timmy
Fourth
short,
and
fourth
one.
down.
Did you say fifth?
Fourth.
Fourth.
Classic fifth down.
Classic fifth down. That's why when you can. That's what they call it when you stick your foot out and trip somebody running down the sideline. I'm the 12th man. And the snap, fourth down, caught by Timmy.
First down.
First down, no fly zone. Just a yard over the midfield. Now, if you're killing mosquitoes left and right, my goodness.
Not having a lot of mosquitoes tonight, Phil. Mostly
Gnats.
flies and gnats.
Late pass from
Timmy with
Isaiah
the
to
touch.
Timmy. Timmy
Going,
moving
going,
his little Timmy
gone.
feet all the way into the end zone. Yeah, yeah.
Tiny Tim not going to be stopped by his diagnosis.
Upper body on a swivel that whole time. You see his legs going angling back and forth while his upper body just stayed the same. It's got to be some sort. It's like a reverse hip psych out, like reverse psych out. He just doesn't move at all.
David
Oh,
Dyer
yeah.
pushes in.
You cannot lead with your shoulder. Yep. Yeah, you cannot lead with your shoulder.
Little
He is.
argument there.
He is. Even though both players were moving, you cannot lead with your shoulder.
A lot of discomfort in the air tonight.
Yeah. There's a problem. You can't drop your shoulder when you run into someone. I call that all day, every day. Pretty
Tensions
clear call
are
on that
high.
one. Still first down. Going to be no, not still first down.
Turn. Or
It just
end of possession.
ended the
Going for the short game.
flag pulled, about a 15-yard gain. Giving him all the time in the world here.
Timmy pumping up his teammates. That's a good captain right there. You got to keep more morale high.
He's the head
You
of the
don't-
Players Association.
You do not win championships without morale. I will tell you that because I have won none.
And this quarterback has more time than a grandfather clock.
And the most wild player of the night, number 2 on No Fly Zone, talking shit but still down 6. I apologize for the profanity. We've been trying to be better about this here on South City Classic Network.
We have a network.
We're a network now.
The network is going to hate us. Isaiah just mean mugging our mustached man. Still makes the snag on number 8, Colin Hilbert, reception there. Complete for about 15 and a first down.
Lots of trash talk going on right now.
Emotions are high. Emotions are high, Bill.
You know, Will, don't know how I feel about it. Moving the ball forward like that, it's a very dangerous move. Especially wasting time.
Snap, fake handoff to number 69, LMAO. Pass complete to Jeff DeYoung with the mustache, number 4, for about 6.
Paul
say like 6
DeYoung's
yards?
little brother.
I think it's his big brother. You can tell by the mustache. He's
Paul,
got it where it counts.
Paul DeYoung just retired. This guy is clearly in his prime.
Yeah.
Mustache like that.
And has so much time on his hands.
Beautiful throw.
Able to pick and choose his targets there easily.
32-20 as we speak.
That'll say another touchdown pass by Peter Baker. It'll be his 4th touchdown pass of the night.
On fire. Came out to play. Showing prime Brady vibes here. As much as I hate Tom Brady, got to give credit where credit is due.
Picking his battles. Ooh, a little bit behind his receiver on that one. Did not proceed. The receiver trying to pop out into an open spot. Just the wrong time. A little bit of
Butterfingers
miscommunication on that
there.
one. He was at 32-20. Practice squad up. Ooh, pass behind Rachel Campbell there. Turned around, tried to snag it, couldn't quite get it.
Another drop for her.
Nah,
This is a
that
surprise.
one. That one's not on.
You
not
can't
on
you can't
Rachel.
blame that one on her, but 3 drops in one game. I've only ever seen her drop 1.
Catch in the middle. Timmy consistently open there at about 10 yards. Right in the middle. Got a good spot, but it's not going to be enough for a first on this one. It's going to be 3rd and 16 for the first.
Quite championship matchup.
The big
Been good.
Oh,
game. It is a interception. It is a interception. That is
Interception.
an interception before our eyes, folks.
Was it a pick? Yes, sir. Damn, he's bleeding. He's bleeding.
We have a player bleeding.
Oh my goodness. We got a pretty bad bloody nose over there.
My God, you got some bad luck. Hey, I just say bad luck.
Got bloody
We're gonna
nose.
have to stop staunch the nosebleed on that one.
No, you're just a little bit.
Yeah.
It helps dip your head back and you'll go sit down. That'll put gravity to help.
Yeah. Yeah. Stopping the clock. Got a lot of guys figuring out how to staunch a nosebleed.
You know, in my experience, keep the head
Hey,
back.
you know, there
keep
shouldn't have been any nosebleed. That was
No, it's a cut on the bridge of his nose. Listening to these players speak.
I think he also has a cut on his nose, but I believe
he's gonna
also
stay in.
knows.
Good. Round of applause from the crowd.
Mike comes to one game and sees what happens. with both the kids.
Ah.
Don't love that.
Kids seeing their father bloodied.
It looked like he had a cut on his nose, but the way it was bleeding, I think it was.
When he went down, I think he cut on the or something just to. But
Well,
it's a hard thing. It's so thin there. that
Yeah.
It's just.
Well, and the way it was bleeding, I thought he might have gotten a cut there, but then also a nosebleed.
Yeah. It's hard to tell.
Yeah.
It's so
That
fast.
might-
Yeah.
That's my thing. I think it's here because it's so thin, and then it just
Just starts going.
there's nothing to.
Yeah.